motivation as do the Democrats. They end up, in other words, they end up voting on behalf of all this corruption, all this crime, things that objectively don't work and have failed, and
Yeah.
objectively accumulate power into the heads of government while stripping the people of their inalienable rights. Civil liberties, I think, is what a lot of people like to call them.
I
And
personally
meanwhile,
think that anyone that calls themselves a true Republican or Democrat is an idiot, to be honest. Because like you
there
can't
is no definition for those two terms. I mean, what's a
well, but you
Republican?
know what I mean by like you kind of know like what I generally mean by that, right?
Like you're saying, like somebody who calls themselves far left or far right.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
you're talking
like
about tribalists. Is that what you're talking about? Tribalism? Tribalism is when you associate yourself with like one party or the other, and you basically, because of pride, because of sort of your culture, I guess, you're going to stick with what they say like it's a dogma. And whenever somebody criticizes it, you're going to attack them and say, no, that can't, despite whether or not the criticism is good or is, accurate or wrong or false, because there's a lot of criticism out there. And most criticisms that I hear from people don't even make sense. People will try to criticize, like, for instance, the Trump tariffs. It's like, I can understand if somebody disagrees with Trump putting tariffs on China, but you can't really objectively say that they're anti-free market economy. You have to understand why he's putting them there.
Yeah.
China puts tariffs on us, and the only economically viable solution we have to combat those tariffs, to get rid of them, is
To make our own. Yeah.
is to tariff them. When we put tariffs on them, then we stop making the whole thing profitable for them. Now we basically tell them, it's like, look, if you get rid of your tariffs, we'll get rid of ours. And as they trickle down there, because you have to understand, right now, both our economies are being throttled. As soon as they get rid of their tariffs, we get rid of ours, and then nobody's economy is being throttled. But if we didn't put any tariffs on them, then with a portion of the money that their government would be receiving from the tariffs on us, they would be giving a portion of it to their workers, and that's why it's actually benefits them in their government, in their politics, in their land, is because